Good evening, everybody. Beartank here, and hope you're having a fantastic evening. Tonight we are going to be playing a little bit of Cuphead, and we're going to go through the top 10 bosses in S rank expert mode. So here we go. Let's start off with number 10. So first up on our list is Carnival Kerfuffle. We're just going to go and just casually play through these fights. I'm not going to go over S rank. If you wish to see the S rank videos, please be sure to check out those clearings and the other videos. I hope everyone enjoys this fight as much as I do. This one is essentially probably my favorite boss design, and everything about him is just a lot of fun in my mind. Got all these balloons that keep popping up, and let's see, boom, we have our ultimate ready as well. And you just get this fun design with the roller coaster in the background. I think I'm going to get hit here, so we're going to dodge out of the way with our ultimate. Almost got hit. Yeah, so this one isn't necessarily the hardest fight. There's just a lot that's going on. You're having to pay attention to the background. And honestly, the part that's coming up here, it's going to be the hardest and may take us out. Like I said, these aren't about the clears. It's just enjoying the fights here. You'll see that this thing is going to be speeding by super fast. But the part here that you'll see are these little penguins, and they're going to be throwing their baseballs at us like crazy and falling down like that. It's okay. That's number 10. BB, he is a little rough, but let's go on to the next one. And coming in at number 9 is Pyramid Peril. This is one of the first really the flight mechanic ones that's kind of difficult. The thing that makes this difficult is you have the variety of attacks. There's so many different versions of what he'll do in this stage right here, and we'll end up following up with get that parry there. Why not? Let's go ahead and nuke him. Once you take out the first phase, you then have to go and go through this mini, like RTS kind of, or not RTS, but side-scrolling kind of action. It's easier if you just shrink down a little bit, but even then, some of the RNG of the bounces that you come across are just a little problematic. But you just scoot on through, and we'll begin. I've went through all these fights, and no. Yeah, so you just drop down the bombs, and then I think this is the next part that's kind of difficult, where he gets the puppet. Because what makes this part so difficult is that you have to worry about the hat. So you're dodging, and then he goes and shoots those beams at you. You can see that the hat's kind of about to spurt out some attacks there. Alright, but that's number 9. Let's see what number 8 has in store. Threatening Zeppelin. Now this fight, it just sounds like it's going to be a bad time. This is another flight level, and in this one you'll have all these airplanes come at you in all different directions. They'll shoot at you, but you have to kind of get out of the way. So she's got multiple phases as well, as you'd expect of these games. And that's the thing. This thing, it aims in a different direction. There's no way of predicting which way it's gonna go, and you just gotta get out of there. Alright, we're gonna hit her with the nuke here, and come on down. Yeah, I think this is probably the first hard fight of the entire game. We're just trying to do this in S rank. It's completely brutal, but I kind of wonder how my list is going to kind of fare out. So these stars, they home on, yeah. So you just kind of have to kind of swirl all around. Yeah, they got us trapped there in the corner. I'm gonna go ahead and just nuke, clear the screen, and are we gonna see the final phase here? Nope. Again, just check out that other video for the full fight there, and let's see what number 7 has in store. Joint Calamity, and this is one of those fights that was just so bothersome for me. I am a fan of this charge shot, but unfortunately, this game is not too friendly when it comes to the amount of enemies that they put on the screen at one given time. And the spread that you have with all the other enemies in the world. Okay, let's jump and dodge, hit him with the ultimate. Yeah, we got this down, but I am just a fan of the charge shot, and you just have a hard time mitigating the enemies by doing so. So makes me change up the pace of my game, and on top of that, we're going to the next phase here. Yeah, and then on top of that, I don't know, just fun having to do all the dodging, destroying all the AoEs, and having to deal with all those fireballs. Okay, so we're doing great when it comes to this showcase of bosses, right? But yeah, no, these are a lot of fun, and you'll see in the S-Ring videos that I posted, kind of where we get from the beginning of it to the end, and increase those skills along the way. Okay, let's see here. Let's jump on this, and we're gonna go into this last phase. It'd be nice if we can get clear. Should not have done that because I have a feeling I'm just gonna fall on one of these balls. Okay, just keep dodging, keep on dodging. We got some rhythm going on. Oh no, I thought I was gonna get hit with that coin. Okay. Get that attack. Thank you so much. Okay. So with this one, you can see the blue fire. You gotta keep dodging. Oh no, and when you make the bad call, that happens. Alright, let's move on to number 6. Alright, so Floral Fury may be a little controversial on my list here, but I do have a really good reason for that, and that is this first phase. You got so much happening that if you don't take care of the enemies here, you just get completely overwhelmed by what happens. And even with the parable seeds that come raining down, if you don't hit those, then they end up creating the monster up at the top, where they're going to deal more AoE damage. And it was just a pain just trying to mitigate the spawns in this game, especially since my big damage here is the aim and charge shot, and basically with that one, it just wasn't happening because all my charge shots would get interrupted by these little friends. But yeah, that's basically this the reason why this one's so high up on the list. And did I say I had to do this in a certain time frame too? Yeah, it wasn't happening. It took quite a bit of time. And with that, number 5, Junkyard Jive. Yeah, this fight was pretty intense. The beginning of it's not so bad. Once you kind of figure out what to do, you have all these. You got 3 different forms of enemies spawning around. Basically, you have to destroy these 3 different containers, while also dodging and destroying everything here. Thing is, once they get destroyed, things get a little bit more intense, so to speak. You can see when we destroyed the top, it ended up creating the nose. Shooting the bottom part there ends up creating a bomb that explodes, as you could see. But let's go ahead, blow this up, be safe, and we'll get to the good point of the fight. And The reason why S rank was so brutal, basically the last form of this fight here, completely and utterly insane. That's all it is. You just gotta hit this guy for quite a bit of damage. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. Come on. I may end up having to drop. There we go. So we're pushing the next phase, and this one is where things get really difficult. You can parry those attacks, but you have to just kind of thread the needle, get in there. Oh, we're gonna go with the nuke here. Blow him up. Yeah, I mean, you get plenty of chances to parry, but trying to wear down his health and make all the dodges, it's just rather difficult here. Let's swoop on in. Oh no, can we actually get our first kill of the I mean, it's definitely not an S rank, but that's I think that's okay. Let's bomb him in the face. Oh no, I think we done goofed. Okay, let's go. Yeah, we got ourselves a knockout. Let's move on to number 4. Some of you may be wondering, King Dice, really, is he this far up on the list on number 4? Yes he is, because you get 1, 2, 3 reasons right there for health, and if you're good at the parries, you get your health. You skip the bosses that you have trouble with, and yeah, you can just mitigate everything that makes this difficult. So we're not actually going to go through this fight here, but there are some really fun bosses here, and there's just 9 of them plus the dice fight himself. But the final part of it's really fun, because you get to once you figure out that you can parry on top of all those cards and just use your specials in a certain way, you'll be fine. He's not too bad at all. And I want to show everyone one thing here before you move on to the number 3. While we have this little break here, let me know who you had the most trouble with in the boss fights down below. Alright, let's see if we can get a number 2. We're safe. If we get a number 3, we get a heart. Let's just try to get a number 2. We're safe. See, I found out that if you jump from the bottom and tap up, it's a little bit easier than trying to bounce on top. So, if I just try to get it, I see that 3, then the 1. So we'll just wait for the 3 to show up, and then boom, health up. We got our 3 health again, and we're good to keep moving forward with S rank. So really fun idea for a kind of a boss wave here. But let's just let's see if we can get one last clear, and then we'll move on. The domino fight, it's pretty easy. This one you can kind of use to farm for the parries, if you're concerned about that, because he does shoot off the parries, and they're not that hard to dodge. You can just keep on going. But the thing about this fight is that you have to do it in 4 minutes, and each boss I think gives you like an extra 30 seconds. But let's move on to the top 3. I know this is the most exciting part of the whole thing. Let's move on. Sorry, Dice King. We're moving on. Real Yard Wrath. Oh my goodness, did I want to pull my hair out on this one. There's a lot of mechanics here, just bouncing back and forth. But what really made me win is when I figured out that I could stand on the edge here, shoot the eyes, kind of farm all my shots, and I can still deal damage to him here too, and then pop off my ultimates. That makes things a lot easier. See, in phase 1's done. But the thing is, then you have to move on to phase 2. You can still farm those, but yeah, you just have to pay attention. So you jump in and try to get that brick. Wasn't exactly the best move there, and you may end up finding yourself in different situations, because the level does move you as well if you're not in a position just like that. Alright, Alright, so with this phase, you just want to kind of be on either side, either the left or the right side. It's kind of hard to tell because both of these are just going to start coming at you. And cool, it's that side right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and use an ultimate. Already killed one. And this one keeps them vomiting those lightning bolts while those ghosts keep farming those skulls that we can use to charge up. But yeah, last phase here. Try to get that ultimate here real quick. Pop the top open. This guy, oh no, he backed out. You can see rings of smoke, and that's what makes this fight even more difficult. Is because you're so focused on the fire that you may not even realize that there's smoke coming down. We got the clear, but you know, it's still a fun fight. On to number 2, Wally Warbles. You know this one was so difficult. Again, these are just my personal takes on the S ranks and how much time it took for me to actually get those for these videos that we were making. This one, what was so brutal is these eggs. I don't know, I just had the hardest time with the eggs and trying to dodge them. You couldn't be too close to the map, but you had to stay far away enough too. It was just a combination of all kinds of different things. It really made you have to get used to being able to shrink your attacks on the fly. And this part right here, I can see where this would also give a lot of people a lot of issues. I don't think I died once in this phase. I mean, all it is just moving up and down. Pretty stationary. I can even try to feed in some of those whip attacks as well. But old Wally. I also think it's kind of funny that as I'm filming these and moving up, I'm actually getting closer to winning these fights, which I think is kind of interesting. I say it's a top 10 on difficulty, and yet I'm actually getting my clears on the ones at the top. But again, this is just getting the S rank and trying to maintain sanity. Oh my goodness, we're threading the needle here. Threading the needle. And just you can just farm. But again, you gotta race against the clock when it comes to S rank. You don't really have the luxury of doing that. And you gotta go for a little bit more aggressive fights. And this last little bit is a little chaotic because you have all these different attacks that keep falling through, and you're having to figure out ways to dodge it. Yeah, we just got hit there, and then you died. But on to number 1. I think you all know who this one's gonna be. I know, the devil himself. But yeah, this was the hardest one for me to get S rank, even though the fight is relatively simple. There's just a lot of RNG with the minions coming through, and that ended up causing a lot of issues. And with all of that as well, I think the overall time limit that it took me, oh, this is giving me some flashbacks from last night when I was making the other video. But it took 90 minutes for me to get S rank. There was just a lot of like one-off things, like this attack here. I got dealt so much damage so often, it was ridiculous. But yeah, as you can tell, I have a good idea of what's happening in this fight, because I was doing this one for quite a bit of time. Okay, so it would have been my luck if that was the okay, we're moving on to the next phase. See, there's just, it's going to be a silly mistake that's going to get me, but it would be amazing if I could get S rank on my first shot. But oh no, okay. We got 1, 2, that's 2 parries. The axe here, pretty standard, just kind of stand still and make the occasional jump as needed. And that's it, we got our three parries. If anything, we're gonna get the clear. But while we're finishing up this fight, I just want to thank everyone for tuning in. I think I'm gonna do a passive run next, just to give you all some more Cuphead ASMR action. But yeah, this is the one for the road. Okay, let's see. He's still alive, isn't he? Oh no. Okay, we're moving on to the final phase, which just involves us having to jump in between these tiers and the chips that fall. But yeah, we weren't able to do it on the first try, but that wasn't so bad. But yeah, if you haven't already, please be sure to hit that like button. We greatly appreciate that. And we'll catch you on the next ASMR video. Take care. See you next time.